Hey everyone, it's Jakov, and I'm back again today with another video for Total War The Dawnless Days. Today's video being quite a special one given it's my first battle replay built on the newest version of the mod, 0.6.1. So it's actually quite cool. We get to test out a lot of the new units in it, see a new map, well specifically Isengard, and kind of take it from there. Today's battle replay has most graciously been handed in by Ellan Enish, and he will be playing as Erebor, attacking against Isengard, defended by Isengard, obviously. The citadel being defended by Deval, in particular, leading his Isengard army. With that said, we're actually going to put the battle into slow motion and check out both forces, and just have a look at them to try and get a bit of an idea. So, looking at the Erebor force, at the back we've got the Mansion Reclaimers, a very elite gold tier unit. Then we've got the Erebor General, Barlin. So I can tell here that he's kind of used a bit of a default trick to be able to fill two of these elite units, which is that if you pick Barlin as your general unit, it bypasses the 1 unit restriction on the Mansion Reclaimers. So it's actually quite cool. I respect that. I actually even mentioned it in my Erebor faction breakdown, or over the update at least. So if you guys want to give that a watch, I'll have that linked in the description as well. Turning to the next row of units, we've got the Erebor Axes, a tier 2 unit, fairly medium shock infantry, quite cool. They've also been redesigned. Then in the front you've got 2 units of the Erebor Halberdiers, a very standard Halberdier unit of the faction, also tier 2. Then in front of them you've got the Erebor Axe Warriors, the cream of the crop, the tier 3 heavy infantry of the faction. So you've got 2 units of them. Then to the flank you've got the Axe Throwers, a very cool unique bronze tier unit. Then over here you've got the Erebor Spears, a newly added unit, a tier 2 Spearman unit. Then stretching out over here, more Halberdiers, more Axe Throwers, more Axes, more Spears, Halberdiers, so forth, and the same thing extends over here. So, actually hang on, no, we've got the Iron Guard, a very elite heavy spear infantry unit, gold tier. Bit of an odd choice to have leading the assault on the walls. I would have picked an offensive shock infantry unit, but you know, he might know what he's doing here. Then back here, more Halberdiers, more Axes, more Spears. So he's very much attacking from this part here, which, you know, it's really all you can attack given that the terrain blocks you from attacking from there. Now, looking at the Isengard force, they've decided not to take any of their defenses on the actual defenses of their walls, which I don't really like this. Like, you should fight to defend the walls given how indestructible the damn thing is, made out of the mythical Numenorean black steel. But anyway, turning back to the Isengard force, you've got 4 units of the standard Uruk-hai pikes, a very professional unit right here that can carve a path through enemy infantry. Then back here you've got the Uruk-hai Berserkers. Then you've got the Half-Orc Axes, a lighter shock infantry unit but still very cool. Then you've got the White Hand Stormers, and is this their general unit? No, I don't think so. A very elite melee infantry unit. Then you've got more White Hand Stormers, okay, they filled up on White Hand Stormers and Berserkers. So a very professional force. And then over here they've got their general unit, Lurtz, leading the Uruk-hai Archers. And there he is with his white face paint. Then pulling back you've got Mordor Bow Rabble. This is a bit of a weird mix. So you've got some of the worst units in the Erebor faction. And White Hand Grenadiers who can throw explosives, one of the coolest units. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, a couple of units of the Grenadiers. The Erebor force is a bit less professional. It's a much larger force, which is good to see. You'd expect to attack with a larger army, whereas the Isengard force is small and professional, which also makes sense given Isengard was known, at least in the films, for building a professional army. So here we've got the Erebor siege towers just slowly inching their way forward, just bit by bit. And actually what we might do is we might change the sounds a bit so the game sounds a bit louder. So I'm actually going to pause it and I'll be back in just a second. There we are. That sounds better. And now the Isengard force is deploying forward. I don't get that. If you're going to defend the walls, you should have been on the walls to begin with. This is a very cool design for the walls too. Let's see how the animation looks for these guys. So they jump. It's not too bad. I quite like it. I've also heard they've added in ladders, or they're intending on adding in ladders, so that'll be pretty cool to see in the future. See, now their forces are deploying forward, which is... Yeah, this is a bit weird. Now attacking your own fortifications in a way. All along the wall they're coming up. Have they deployed any? No, not really. One thing I know is that both sides don't have much in the way of like artillery or explosives, well, with the exception of the grenadiers. And it's begun. Archers are able to attack from the flank. First run thing the white hand stormers are these guys. They're out of coordination. Well, halberdiers aren't the worst unit to attack with. You could do better. Shock infantry would have been the best choice for this fight. Over here, they're facing no opposition whatsoever.
Our siege equipment has been destroyed.
Gates have been destroyed, so infantry can storm in right through the front. Already over here, you can see axemen and spearmen charging through. Yeah, Isengard looks like it's about to be flanked on all sides. More troops are deploying everywhere along the line. Yeah, this is how to do it. That shock infantry reaches, they're kind of doomed. More than half the units dead at this point. Shock infantry meet them, the Erebor axes, make casualties, and straight into the village. And yeah, these guys are tougher. I figure if they fight, if that doesn't support them, the fight might all get together.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
But one unit is down and the axe throwers are deploying. The white-haired stormers did pretty well without losing them. I totally missed this. We have small field engagement with pike. Now, the pikemen are in a good position until you realise all these troops are whether the berserkers are keeping us from somewhere, the grenadiers are able to reserve pikes and reserve stormers and the half-orc axes. And here we've got moving warrior with now if I was them, I'd push these guys up as forward as possible and the reserves. There's no point holding back your army, you've got to go as quickly as possible. These three guys just destroying the iron warriors. And yeah, that'll happen if you're allowed to get flanked like this. Following axemen, not a bad idea to use on the berserkers. Clear these guys out of the fight. They will destroy the axemen. Isengard engaged. Now this is a bit of a weird one, just because, again, don't be offensive. Wide and spearmen, like shock infantry and melee infantry and approaches. The halberdiers, yeah, not these guys so much. Generally, they will pull out of the fight before to casualties. The dwarven infantry slowly get moved down by half-orc axes, towers, over here the Erebor axes, the right-hand stormers, which was sufficient to support these guys to break the stormers. So they really do shoot skills to this game. I think that's a bit too much. Oh, that's cool. They brought their archers up onto the wall so they can shoot at both engaging infantry and the enemy down below. However, the spearman is on. I like it. That's a pretty cool move. Turn the fortification, boost the enemies also boost. Got it. Still the grenadiers in the camp back, which is good. Halberdiers there. And still a couple of units on the outside of the wall. Alerts and the berserkers just oh, that is sick to see how far that's going. See, this is the issue with the spearmen. They can't clear the fools quickly as the axe and the sword. I don't like it. What about? Yeah, point blank fire with the good one. Grenadiers are swarming around, and I think we're going to see them deploy against these Erebor spears. And half the unit just got killed there. The devilry of Saruman seems to work. They catch out the Grenadiers somewhat.
Men have given up and are running for their lives.
Yeah, the Grenadiers are a bit tougher than them. Balance of power is still in favour of Erebor, but I really consider it's going to take away. But even as used to play Ironman, they're buying time for the rest of the Isengard to deploy, so it's good.
The enemy general is dead.
Lurtz died? He did, Lurtz was cut down.
Unit has been destroyed.
Ah, the Halberdiers deployed in Portum. Oh, that was amazing. Just seeing the Akros completely add wolves to the Akros. A lot of friendly fire. I'd kind of hold it. So let that be gone. That was good. They're still keeping back their mansion players in reserve. Front lines here just... Yep. More loyal shadow. Coming back to the fight. Pikemen figured themselves truly in the fatigue as long as their flanks are kept secure. And the axemen are going after the White Hand Grenadiers. Deployed all the explosives. Now they've split up the formation.
The men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Now that the pikemen are like in this position, it's far easier for them to be close. And they go with their maces.
For their lives.
See, even with their general dead, because the Isengard are so professional, they can keep on fighting. So, they definitely made a good choice in composition. I'll applaud the Val for that. See, all these guys, I'd just be using to take apart this army piece by piece. See, because here you had to be destroyed sequentially by the small wasting and allowing for capitalize.
The general is being attacked! Keep him alive!
And now the mansion of players. And these moves there's a reason I'm using these guys. But over here, rather than deploy, attacking. Against these guys with white hands, gate now fully belongs to Erebor. Will the Isengard force try and retreat? That I want to see. I'm still genuinely surprised. I don't know who it is. Now I want you guys to have a conversation about what do you think the head canons of this battle? What led the force of Erebor to attack the battle of Isengard? I want to hear it. There they go. Catch these guys while they're out of formation. Excellent. That's how I do it.
Enemy has obliterated an entire unit.
I'd also try and take the berserkers from behind. And then what's this? Just tiny spear unit off in the distance. I'd bring them back, maybe. Actually, I was going to say hit those white hand stormers, maybe not. Erebor axe throwers, not doing great. This minute and a half, 45 to go. I can't tell you.
The unit is running from the enemy.
These pikemen are just being gutted with the stand. However, the berserkers are coming to play as have the white hand storm, but if anyone can do it, it'll be these guys. A three-part attack. Attack on three sides, that'll... Even the best units can't handle that. But the Iron Guards instead look like they're going to be good. Spears and halberdiers fighting okay, the Uruk-hai pikes are great. 20 seconds to go and I still can't tell. I think it's going to be an Erebor at this point. Yeah, it is. Wow, that is actually... There goes. An Empiric victory for Erebor. I'm going to be completely honest, that could have gone either way to the very end. Are those units not finally broken after being deprived of their commander for half the battle? They may well have won. Anyways, we're going to finish the replay. We're going to check out the stats to see how both armies did. While it loads up, I'm going to just say this. If you guys want to send in battle replays, send them to my email or to me over Discord. My email's linked in the video description and in my channel description too. For Discord, send it to me either via the Dawnless Discord server or the Last Alliance Total War Discord server, whichever one suits your fancy. Now then, let's look at both of the armies. Looking at Ellan Enish, his army, which was successful, had 2,500 soldiers, lost about 4/5 of it, and only came out with just under 600 surviving. Looking at the general unit, Barlin, he did pretty good, although he was held back in reserve. Same thing with the other Mansion Reclaimers unit. Erebor axes, 50 kills isn't great. 91, it's not too bad. 42, 19, 48, 21. That's pretty bad, all things considered. But then again, they were fighting heavier infantry, but it was just a matter of how they were deployed. If they weren't deployed piecemeal one at a time, they would have done so much better. Then turning to the Erebor Axe Warriors, 76 and 21. For some of the best units in this army offensive wise, that's horrible. Then the Spearmen, 9, 24, 59, 14. It's pretty bad. Then turning to the Iron Guard, 36 and 176. Not good, but for the 176, that's amazing. And again, the whole point of these guys is to buy time, not necessarily be the best killers. So the fact that they killed that many troops, it's not bad. And turning to these Halberdiers, 4 is just abysmal. 170 is great. 0 is horrible. 173, amazing. 22 and 3, just atrocious. So a very mixed bag when it came to the Halberdiers, just depending on how they were deployed and if they were caught in or out of formation. Then for the 4 skirmishers, the axe throwers, 62 kills, 3 kills, 70 kills, and 90 kills. The 90 and the 70 aren't horrible, but the 62 and the 3, they could have done better. A lot better. Then turning to Isengard. Of their 1,800 troops, almost 1,500 died, leaving about 360. The Lurks leading the Uruk-hai archers did great, getting 120 kills, and it would have gotten more if he hadn't been picked out of formation and killed early on, which is a pretty valuable lesson, and don't leave your generals in the most exposed of positions. Then turning to the White Hand Stormers, 137, 145, and 39. The first 2 units did great, the last one didn't. Then the Half-Orc Axes did amazing with 185 kills, and this unit of Berserk with 211. Fantastic. The other ones got 52 and 63 apiece, which isn't great. It's not the worst in the world, but it could be better. Then for the Pikemen, 39 kills, 50 kills, 64 kills, and 105. Altogether, not the best collection, but the whole point of them was to pin the enemy formation so the other infantry could go to work, and they definitely did that. And 105 kills isn't anything to scoff at. 3 kills and 11 kills for the crossbowmen, or the mortal bow rabble, I should say. Horrible, but you can't expect much more of orcs. And then the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers were fantastic. 260 kills, 238 kills, and 170. MVPs right there. They killed together probably more units than the rest of the army combined. That is what you like to see. And yeah, judicious use of explosives really could have made the battle turn in favour of Isengard. Overall, an absolutely amazing battle. Again, many thanks to Ellan Enish for sending in the battle replay. As I just said before, you can use those prior aforementioned avenues to send me battle replays. Now, rest assured, more videos will be coming up both on this mod and the Last Alliance Total War. So if you guys like the sound of these types of videos and you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and a subscribe. I know it might not seem like much to you guys, but for such a small channel, it truly does mean the world. With all that said, this is your host, Jakov, signing out.